Ninja accidentally went live on stream. On March 2nd, 2019, Ninja went live to 50,000 live viewers who saw him like this. He wasn't responding to chat. This wasn't normal and something was wrong. This lasted for 15 minutes and people were leaving comments like this. I think streaming so much every day is destroying him. I'd be depressed too if I had to play Fortnite every single day. And others thought that he might have finally contracted a case of Ligma. The Ligma is in its final stages. Well, what was actually happening? Well, a lot of his streamer friends were messaging him and tweeting at him until he finally noticed that his stream was on.
I literally didn't mean to click start streaming.
Turns out he looked so tired and sad because he was just really hungover, and he returned back to normal Ninja the next day.
Tfue is back. 5 months ago, he announced that he was taking a break. The stream grind had caught up to him and he was completely burnt out. He quit everything and we haven't heard a thing from him since. Until today. In his announcement video, he bursts from his grave and then one taps of beer. Classic Tfue. Looking very buff, by the way. He's definitely been working out during this break. And he's walking towards us, and as the camera pans around, we see his OG window. He jumps through it back into his OG setup with the pickaxe and everything. He flips his hat to reveal that he is now streaming on Kick, and he has just one thing to say.
I'm back.
How is this dad the highest rank in Fortnite? Because he's Unreal rank in Zero Build and Build Mode, and he has been every season. There are streamers I play with that would legitimately struggle to do that, and he's playing on his TV. So how is this possible? Well, his name is Bushcamp Dad. He streams Fortnite as a joke while he works his job on his laptop. His strategy is jumping out of the bus and staying in the air. Then, once the first circle forms, he lands in a tree or a bush wearing this green alien skin, and as you can guess, he just sits there for as long as he can. He started playing Fortnite to spend time with his kids, but they're off to college now. But since he kept playing, he live streams himself, and it's made him one of the biggest up-and-coming Fortnite streamers. This Fortnite player won a cash cup by skybasing. Here's how he did it. His name is Cray. This is the same guy who became world famous by healing in Storm all through FNCS finals. After disappearing for 2 years, he's back, and his strategy is to start the skybase in the ocean. Then once he runs out of mats, he goes to farm some more. Starting it very far away makes it very hard to see, and then he uses pre-edited walls to continue. So they're making their way into zone, and they're watching the sweats fight beneath them, and they also have a ton of floppers, but they're running out of mats. So Cray actually makes a very smart play here. His teammate gets himself knocked to give Cray an extra 150 materials. Now the final circle is here, and the last players are assuming that someone is healing off because that is the meta right now, but that's not the case. It's Cray in a skybase, and eventually he gets the win. Cray is back. 1 million V-Bucks is the record for the most V-Bucks on one Fortnite account, and today I'm gonna break that record. But it ended up being a big mistake. I went to Walmart and bought all the V-Bucks cards they had. Bro did not know what was going on. I went back and tested them to see if I could redeem that many, and it worked. Then I drove to Best Buy and bought 50 Fortnite cards. Best Buy's purchasing system kicked in, and we had to call the corporate offices for them to approve it. And eventually they let me buy it without arresting me, and I literally created a V-Buck shortage in my city. So I spent $7,000 to buy 1,069,000 V-Bucks.
Whoa, come on now.
I was redeeming them, and it was so tough to scratch off all the numbers, but then a huge problem came up. I didn't know that Fortnite now has a limit of 200,000 V-Bucks that you can have on your account. I tried calling Epic, but they couldn't make an exception. So I ended up coming up with a different idea. I'm gonna do one of the biggest Fortnite giveaways of all time, 800,000 V-Bucks. Click the video to find out how. Do you remember this Fortnite weapon? The exotic Flintlock. It was only available for 1 day in the Laser Beam Yeet tournament. Think of it like a regular Flintlock, but it would one shot and send you 10 times further. And one player in particular used it like no other. Nick A30.
You can reload it mid-air, bro. You can stay in the air.
Nick was hitting crazy shot after shot. This gun was made for him.
I got him in the air, bro.
I'm on my way.
Oh my dear.
It could only spawn in supply drops, so Nick decided to open a bunch and carry a full loadout of them. From there, he would use them to stay floating in the air in endgame until this happened.
Oh, one in the air. Oh my god, I just knocked him